Royal family, welcome to my channel. My name is the Pick a Card Empress, and today we're asking what are their current thoughts and feelings about you and the connection at this time. So, in the public reading, I'm going to look at their thoughts and feelings for you at this time, and their next move towards you within a month of you watching this reading. I will get some advice from Spirit. And then in the extended, I'll get a semi-trance message from your person through my main guide, Janice. We're going to get some more 3D messages from your person. I'll go into my Magic Calabash and see who else wants to bring a message for you. And we will close off the reading. Okay? So today we have 3 of my favorite decks. They're more collector's items, but I love them. Okay, so the first one is the Bone Stone and Earth Flesh. And that pile has this brooch today, this peacock brooch. And I'll show you the back of the card. Right, so maybe one of those 3 will pique your interest. So that's pile 1. Pile 2 is the Grail Tarot, the Templar Vision. And this is actually a vintage brooch. It's actually made from Bakelite. And this is the back of the card here. And the last one it's literally a box. The Brady Tarot. And this brooch. And this is the back of the card. Right here. Okay. Alright, so do your thing. Pick your pile, and I'm going to be back shortly with your reading. Hey, pile 1, if you chose the Bone Stone and Earth Flesh Tarot and the Peacock Feather, this is going to be a reading. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, let us get a significator for your person's current energy towards you at this time. Just give me a moment here, 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this looks like the Knight of Swords to me. Okay, so this is someone who has a lot of truths on their heart that they want to speak, and they feel a sense of urgency about speaking these truths because they perceive that something is being destroyed, something is being burned down, burned to the ground. You see, look, if you look in the back here, there's some kind of house on fire. So they think that your relationship is in trouble, and the only thing that can save it right now is if they come in with some sort of truth. Okay? Now they come in peace, right? They come in peace. He's all dressed in white. So they come in peace, but they still have this shield over their heart because they feel like there's a strong possibility that they're going to get hurt. All right, let's have a look. So they're proceeding with caution. All right. The energy towards right now, pure love, pure love. Ace of Cups, so it's pure love, it's new beginnings. There's something about the mosaic work here that makes me think of a church, a chapel, someplace that is a sanctuary, a refuge, somewhere sacred. And this is how they see your relationship. It is a sanctuary, it's a refuge. It is a safe space, okay? They see it as something incredibly profound. And it's interesting that we have this, and we also have the Grail Tarot. I think that's probably pile 2, so maybe pile 2 and pile 1 connected because this looks like the Holy Grail. They feel like they found the Holy Grail. They feel like they found Nirvana, heaven on earth. That's how they feel. They think that they found the thing that was most elusive to them their whole life, which is true love, loyalty. Okay, that's what I heard, loyalty. They think you're royal, special. If you look right at the top, the mosaic forms a crown. They see you as very complicated, and this relationship is very complicated. But they think that it is sacred. They think that it is precious. This is their energy towards you right now. There's something very celestial about how they feel. And for some reason, I'm hearing that song, Take Me to Church. This person worships you. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest. I'm hearing Take Me to Church. You are their church. And with their body, they want to worship. I'm hearing that song. So maybe you can listen to that song. Maybe there's a message there for you. But I'm hearing that right now. All right, what is this? A Page of Pentacles in reverse. You're dealing with someone that they're not too comfortable in their own skin. They're not too sure of themselves. They have a lot of insecurity, especially around finances, right? And being able to provide. And the reason why they do have these insecurities is because of their childhood, because of the lack mentality that they have as a result of how they were raised. This is someone that doesn't have a secure sense of their identity, and there's always someone who's subconsciously asking themselves, am I good enough? Let's see the current thoughts and feelings about you. But that's the overarching energy. They think you are their safe space. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. I feel like this person's reflecting on the past. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. We have, well, this is the Empress. I think it came straight from the ancestors. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. I'm feeling like a lot of self-condemnation. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Alrighty. What am I getting here? I don't know. I feel like this is them reminiscing on the past on top here. And I feel like this is present time and what they think they need to do right now. All right. So they're reminiscing on the past. What are they reminiscing about? How did they make the effort? They sure did not. They did not. They didn't make the effort at all. Okay. What is this woman doing here? She's sharpening a knife. Or restoring an old knife. Whatever. Sharpening a knife. Okay. So I feel this person, they're a little slow when it comes to their emotional intelligence. That's what I feel about the past. I don't think that they recognize the depth of feelings that they have for you at that time. I think they probably thought that this was just a very sexual relationship and they wanted to keep it that way, because I feel like this is someone who's commitment phobic. They ain't letting anybody get too close. Right? They ain't getting anybody get too close and find out much about them. They want to be a mystery, because in the mystery they're perfect. Okay, so this is a person we're talking about, perfectionist. Okay, So they didn't make the effort, and they hid their true feelings. They hid their true feelings. They hid their true self away. Okay? And they didn't treat you with respect and love. And they may have even released this connection at that time. That's what I'm getting. Because they weren't ready for the transformation that your relationship required. Okay? So upright, this is someone standing their power and stepping into transformation. They weren't ready for that. All right? So the easiest thing for them to do, instead of facing their feelings, instead of making the effort, was release you. You are the problem. Right? You were the problem. Right? You were the thing that was not in vibratory alignment with the current life that they were leading. So get rid of the problem. Not ready to they weren't ready to level up. They weren't ready for love. They weren't ready to open their heart. They weren't ready to do the things that a relationship takes. They weren't ready to compromise and change. Not change for you, but change for themselves. They weren't ready for that. So what did they do? They got rid of you, and they may have even found someone else who would accept them as they are. Because that's what people say when they have no intention of finding middle ground or compromising or changing, even though they may be engaged in a lot of toxic habits, a lot of toxic patterns that don't serve them. What they do is, that's what they say, find someone who accepts them as they are, which means someone who is willing to lower their standards and take all their BS. So that's what they did. You, at the time, were too much work. You required too much energy, you required too much effort, and you would have required too much change. So they released you. But what has happened now? What is different now? Well, they realize you're the Empress. That's what's different now. They realize that you were the one handpicked by the ancestors, because every time I see trees, I think ancestors, I think family tree. Okay? You were the one handpicked by the ancestors. They realize that now. This was a gift. You were a gift. Because it looks like even this woman, she's drawing strength from this tree. It's like this tree is her umbilical cord. So this person couldn't see you at the time. You just were not in vibratory alignment with the current life that they were living, and they were living a life of ego. Instant gratification. They ain't putting in the effort and shit. That's just too much work. Right? Find someone who's easier. Who doesn't demand stuff. Who isn't asking for much, except maybe material things. But now they realize this is who you are. Handpicked by the universe. They see you as grounded. They see you as creative. They see you as fertile. Right? In so many different ways. So they feel like they need to take a step back. Okay? And even though they want to rush in with their truth, they aren't ready to speak their piece. And the reason why they aren't ready to speak their piece is because they have to get ready. They have to get ready for you. And getting ready for you means walking away from the things that don't serve them and from the things that are no longer in vibratory alignment with who or what they want to become and are becoming. So we're tapping into someone who's tying up loose ends. For some of you, this person, maybe they've already drawn back from you. Okay? But if they've taken their energy back to come forward again when the time is right, and they don't feel that the time is right now. I think this person doesn't want to draw you into chaos. They don't want to draw you into their drama. I feel this is someone who is tying up loose ends. This is what I get. This is someone who is tying up loose ends. And it's someone who's on a journey of self-discovery. Look, we have here, if you look very closely, this is someone holding a lamp. So this is how I know as well that this person is not just drawing the energy back from you, but they're drawing the energy back from a lot of persons who are around them right now. They're in this solitude. Okay, this is the energy of the hermit. They're in this solitude, and they've gone to find the other cup, which is the 9 of Cups, which is their self-love. Everything they've done and everything they've manifested to this point has been as a result of their lack of love for self. And you know how that manifests? As poor personal boundaries, as habits, dysfunctional habits, as addictions, okay? So these are all the things that they've manifested. Toxic people, toxic places, even a toxic job. Your job is a reflection of you too, all right? So when they look at their life, they realize the problem wasn't you because they got rid of you and they still had a problem. So they realize, wait a minute. In my family setting, in my work, in my personal life, in my relationships, maybe even in my church, my spiritual practice, spiritual community, even my neighbor, right? The common denominator is me. I have a problem. So they realize, wait a minute, you weren't the problem. I have a problem. I am the one manifesting all these things. So I'm feeling like a lot of epiphany energy for a person. And they're getting all these epiphanies and they're getting all these downloads because they're finally slowing down and taking the time out for themselves to be with themselves. Because I also feel like this is not someone who was very comfortable with being alone. This is not someone who was very comfortable with stillness and silence. Because then you think too much and this person didn't want to think. This is someone who thrived in chaos. Because they're never bored, huh? Never bored. When your life is chaotic, you're never bored. Right? You're always distracted, so you can't look at the real issue, which is yourself. But I feel like they have really taken their energy back from everything. And I think this might be the first time that they're spending time with themselves and really getting to know who they are. That's what I feel from this. Let's get some 3D messages from your person. Let's see. I just picked any deck because I didn't plan to do it here, but it seems to flow. Let's get some 3D messages from your person here. See, seems like that life is turning upside down here. All right, you are the best thing. You were the best thing. You see that operational word, that verb. You were the best thing. So this comes from someone who is in a space of reflection. They realize that now, but they weren't ready for you anyway. They would have had the same outcome. They weren't ready for you. All right, let's see. What do they want to say? I know that I crossed the line with you, right? So this is someone who is in a space of self-awareness. Okay? They know that they crossed the line. Right? They violated your boundaries. For some of you, they did something incredibly horrible. I hope, yeah, because they're here, they're asking for your forgiveness. And again, this can only come from self-reflection and self-awareness. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I want to feel that way again. So, they say absence makes the heart grow fonder and good God, fonder. And it looks like this was what happened with your person, right? They needed to feel your absence. You see, when people don't appreciate your presence, make sure they feel your absence, okay? And this is exactly what happened. So it's only now they're realizing the kind of joy that you brought to their life, the kind of vibration that you brought to their life. But they weren't ready for that. They weren't ready. They had to go through this process. Everything, it's cliche and sometimes we hate to hear it, but everything really does happen for a reason. I knew exactly what I was doing. Of course they did. They knew that they were pushing you away. They were pushing you away. They didn't want you to see the real them. They didn't want any kind of commitment. They were pushing you away. Okay. All right. So let's look at what's going to be their next move towards you. Within a month of you watching this reading, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. That's about facing one's fears. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Woo. It's a lot of pain there. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. And we have finally the thing that they've been resisting, death, transformation. Because remember, that's what they were resisting at first. We saw that card, right? But this is them finally giving it over to them, right? So this is your person finally facing their fears. Okay? Because remember, that's why they ran away from you in the first place, right? They didn't want to face their fear of rejection, of abandonment, right? So that's why they were keeping you at arm's length so they can be perfect, right? But this is them facing their fears and facing their deepest wounding with this Ten of Swords in reverse. Facing their deepest wounding, okay? Because they're going to get frustrated. They're going to get tired of all their delay tactics and their procrastination. Because that's what this Three of Wands in reverse is all about. It's procrastination. Okay? They're going to get tired of that. And finally, this is them surrendering to spirit, but also surrendering to the connection. I'm not seeing them coming forward with any kind of proper messaging within a month's time. I don't see that. I see them working on themselves. I see them actively healing so that they can become a better partner and a better person. This is what I'm seeing. But I'm not seeing them coming forward with any kind of big offer that say, hey, I love you, I want to be together with you. No. I think this is them working on their self-love and working on their healing. There are some things in their life that they're going to allow to die as a result of this transformation. But I don't see them coming forward, making any 3D steps towards you. I think everything is going to be happening inside this person internally. Okay? All right. What's Spirit's advice for you and the connection this time? So in the extended, I'll get a semi-trance message from them through my main guide, Janice. I'll get some more 3D messages for you. I'll go into the Magic Calabash and see who else wants to come through to deliver a message. And then, of course, I will get the message from that person. But if you can't join me in extended, let me give you some advice from Spirit here. We have Vesta, home. And it's the same thing that we got with the first card. You being home or refuge, a sanctuary for this person. It says here your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So your relationship, this home that this person perceives, your home, the home that you are creating together, know that it is improving. And it says whether through a move, which might be someone moving away, it could be you or your person, or a change. And we know for sure that your person is changing. Okay, so everything is well. We have Pele, so we have a lot of fire here. Okay, and it says divine passion, but it feels like a tower. I know why. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? So what I'm getting here, this is a pivotal moment in your relationship, an explosion, right? And in an explosion, things are destroyed, but things are also created. Okay, this is what creates islands, right? So Spirit is saying right now, in this moment, you have to focus on what you truly want. This is not a time to be ambivalent about your person and this relationship. If this is what you want, then make sure that you have that in your awareness and your consciousness. This is not your time to say, I don't want them, fuck them, when in your heart of hearts you really do want this person. Spirit saying this is a time for clarity, both mental clarity and emotional clarity, because we manifest from our thoughts and feelings. So get clear about what you want. So make sure that when you're saying, I don't want them, you really don't want them. But if you know that you really, in your heart of hearts, want them, and you probably do because you're watching this reading, let us be honest with ourselves, then Spirit saying it's time to get clear about that. In both your heart and your mind, they need to synchronize. Okay? Your heart, your mind, and of course your mouth. Right? Because we speak things into existence as well. Right? So don't let things that don't resonate with your heart, your heart and your mind come out of your mouth. Okay? Alright, so guys, that was your reading. I want to thank you for your continued support of this channel, your likes, your dislikes, your comments, your shares, everything. Clicking on the ads, they all help our channel grow. And please do this for any reader that you like, because it keeps us here on YouTube, okay? And it keeps us relevant. All right, my loves, take care. So if you can join me in the extended, please do. Go into the Calabash, I'll get the message from Janice. Otherwise, love you lots. Take care. Bye. Hey, pal, too. If you chose the Grail Tarot and this Bakelite Rose, this is going to be your reading. All right, so before we get into it, let's get a significator for your person's energy towards you. So we're going to get a significator, then we're going to look at your person's thoughts and feelings towards you. I'm going to get some 3D messages. Then I'm going to look at your person's next move towards you within a month of you watching this reading. And then we will get some advice. In the extended, if you do join me in extended, I will get a semi-trance message through my main guide, Janice, from your person. We'll get more 3D messages, and then I'll go into Magic Calabash and see who else wants to bring a message. And of course, I will bring that message. Alrighty. How they're looking at you as a mother. Whether it's a mother of their children, whether it is your nurturing energy kind of reaches out to this person. 1 second, I have to adjust my camera. Yeah. Whether your nurturing energy reaches out to this person, but they see you as very nurturing. I'm feeling like a Queen of Cups energy here, because the moon is highlighted just in the background, right? So they see you as Queen of Cups. Okay, so psychic, open, loving. They see you as pure. Okay, they see you as pure. In the kind of Madonna Hawk dynamic, you are the Madonna to them. Okay, you've been very nurturing to them. They can see you as a mother. They can see you as Earth Mother, but they also see you very connected to your spirituality, your psychic gifts, and they see you as a light in their life. It's like you shine a light on their shadow, their darkness. That's how they see you. I feel like this person, if you don't have children with them, they do fantasize about that. So their energy towards you. While they're trying to match your energy. Okay? So if you are the Earth Mother, they want to be the Earth Father. Right? Because it's a monk, a priest, a father, right? Okay? A leader, a shepherd. They want to be the good shepherd. So this is someone who is trying to be vibrationally aligned to you. And he has his own kind of Empress, because this Empress, right, I see it here, very grounded, connected to the earth. Look at the nurturing kind of vibration to the animals, and the animals being drawn to this masculine energy. So even though we're seeing them in masculine form, this is someone who is getting in touch with their feminine energy. And feminine energy is about receptivity from others, from spirit. It's also about your psychic, spiritual gifts, your connection to source, and bringing that connection down to the earth plane, grounding it into the earth plane. It's about creation, production. Okay, a field is very feminine, right? It's plowed, it's seeded, it's planted. Okay, so this is someone male in body, perhaps, or usually in masculine energy, getting in touch with and balancing their feminine aspect. Okay, and because they are balanced, everything, all of creation, is going to respond to that energy and bring only abundance to them. I feel like your person's receiving a lot of psychic messages at this time, because birds are always recognized as messengers of spirit. So they are very much in touch with their psychic gifts and getting a lot of downloads at this time. But their masculine energy is still here. Okay? Because we do have the Ram, right? So this is someone who their masculine power is still there. Okay? What's this one I want to follow? They have a pet. Okay. All right. So maybe as well, there might be a pet, because this person's surrounded by animals. So there might be a pet or some kind of animal that they might be nurturing right now, or could be a child that they're nurturing right now that's really helping them really step into their feminine energy. Okay? So if your person may have recently gotten a pet, this is the purpose of that pet. That pet didn't come into their life by accident. It's helping them to really step into their feminine aspect. Okay? All right. So let's have a look. Let's see their thoughts and feelings about you and the connection at this time. Now, because this person is also coming through as a monk, they might be doing some sort of semen retention at this time if they're male in body, or maybe they're just being abstinent, no matter which body they might be in. This person might be also making a shift from their focus on material things to other realms, dimensions. Okay, there could be that as well. All right, so what's going on? We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. And that's about freeing yourself from limiting beliefs, freeing yourself from places where you may have felt stuck. This is a person freeing their mind, okay? Freeing themselves from toxic patterns, ancestral patterns, okay? Because I am noticing now the tree in the background, okay? So this person also healing the ancestral tree. All right, so this is someone who is releasing ideologies, dogma, limiting beliefs that basically kept them stuck. They're freeing their mind, freeing their spirit. All right, what do they think about you and this connection at this time? All right, we have the Empress in reverse. It says Shiba. And ain't that interesting? Because we had pet come out, and my twin's pet is called Sheba. Okay. All right. So maybe I'll watch this reading after I channel it. Maybe this is my pal today. All right. So we have Sheba in reverse, the Empress in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This person thinks they've lost you. And this is what's causing this profound change in this person. They think they've lost you. Okay, there's also a message here about them. They could be with a karmic partner as well. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay. Yeah. I feel like they feel like they've lost you. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's a big shock to their system. We have the Preceptor of Stones. That's going to be the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And when Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it's a total neurotic. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse, breaking of soul contracts, soul ties. All right. And also, that's also releasing yourself from dogma and convention. All right. So what's happening here? Well, this person thinks they've lost you. They think that they have lost you. And this is causing a big shift in their psyche, a big shift in the way that they view life, the way they view love. They're questioning every flicking thing because it's a big paradigm shift. It's like their foundation has been shaken. Their foundation has been shaken. It's like a big earthquake. Everything has been shaken. So they're kind of shaky right now. And it's in your shaky or vulnerable moments when you become more receptive to spirit, which is why grief is so powerful. And I feel this is the energy that your person's in right now. They're grieving. Something has happened here. You have done something or you said something, because the Eight of Wands is also here. Or you might have said something to this person that shifted their fucking foundation. Whatever it is, it made them think that things were not ever going to be the same again. That you will not show up as the same person in their life again. Whatever it is. I don't know if you established a boundary or something like that. But it felt like the relationship that you all had, maybe you guys had a booty call going on. All right, let's take that as an example. Maybe you guys had some kind of booty call going on, some kind of friends with benefits going on, something like that. There's something that you did quite recently that let this person know that relationship has changed. You shifted the dynamic in this relationship. Some of you either said something or you left. Others of you, it might be just a change in your vibration. Something energetic happened. But your person received the message because they're very receptive right now. So they are grieving. And this is this grief that's causing the shift in their persona and in their life. What's it doing for them? Well, they're removing the mask. They are removing the mask. Whatever persona that they donned, okay, that was shielding their authentic self, they remove the mask. They remove the mask. Okay, so this person is sharing their truths, sharing their true self with everyone around them. Everybody can see who they really are right now. Okay? I feel like for some of you, they may have had a karmic partner. It looks like they're moving away from that relationship. We have the Ace of Wands here. And the Ace of Wands talks about positive movement forward. It's about leaving the old behind. Okay? And it comes after the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is about us establishing boundaries, standing up for ourselves. Right? So your person, everything about them, their life is changing. But they're really worried. As they're shedding all these old things, as they're doing things differently, okay, as they are showing that they have learned the spiritual lesson, okay, as they shed all this dogma, as they shed all this pride, as they shed all this ego, as they shed all these things that kept them stuck, all all these thought forms that they had, that they accepted as their truth, as they shared all these things, they're also quite worried. Can they catch up? Can they catch you? Can they move towards you? Will they be able to release themselves in time in order to catch up with you? Have they lost you for good? Have they lost you for good? This is what they're concerned about. As they make the shift in their life, have they lost you for good? For some of you, now we have the Hierophant here in reverse. For some of you, your person may be in a very committed relationship. Could be a marriage or something very cemented like a marriage. And it looks like they might be going through a divorce at this time. So they're also worried, would you still be there, available for them after they go through this divorce? After they go through this breakup? After they go through this untangling of ties? As they cut these karmic cords, will you still be there waiting for them? So even as they shed the old, okay, they're worried if you'll still be there at the end of this tunnel. Will you still be there waiting for them? They're not feeling your grounding energy anymore. They're not feeling your nurturing energy anymore. Because for a long time, you were basically like the parent in this relationship. You all weren't equals. You was this person's mother. And I feel that's why they came through with that mother energy at the base of it all. Because your person has a very deep mother wound. And for a long time, you filled that gap, right? You provided for your person's emotional needs instead of them trying to shore up that strength within themselves. It looks like you were there mothering them, not being their partner. You were being their mother. Maybe you treated them like a child, so you made excuses for their behavior. Maybe you gave them a lot of grace, as you would a child. But as long as you were doing that, they would never be your equal partner. So this shift, this detachment that's happening with you guys now, it had to happen so that they can level up and be an equal partner to you. But they're worried. They're worried. And it looks like they may have chosen some kind of, because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is a gold digger. They might have chosen someone who might have been a gold digger who didn't have their best interest at heart over you. And maybe you were there sticking around thinking that one day they would see you. But you realize it's not your job to convince anyone. It's just your job to be you, to concentrate on your healing, to be the best version of yourself. Who like it, like it. Who don't like it, well, fuck them, you know? So that's what you realize. It was not your job to stay there and wait to be chosen. So something you did, you disconnected yourself from this karmic cycle with this person. And that's really shaken their whole world up. And if there was another relationship attached to you guys, it's shaking that karmic relationship up as well. Okay? Let's get some 3D messages from your person right now. "3D messages from your person." Underneath the deck, the timing just wasn't right. And it wasn't. It wasn't. You guys weren't equals. Okay? You guys may have had a lot going on. Okay? You guys were deep in woundedness. Alright? So it just wasn't right. Divine timing was not there. Alright, let's see what this person wants to say. We have, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. So they recognize you and everything that happened with you as a deeply spiritual lesson. Okay. And it's a lesson that they have learned, as a lesson that they're grateful for, because they are now morphing into a better version of themselves. What else are they saying here? It was my fault, but I blamed you. I think this person pretended that they were the victim in this relationship for a very long time. Right? It was a you problem. I feel like you guys can watch Pile 1. Because I did say that when I was doing Pile 1, I did say maybe you guys had messages in Pile 2, because the Pile 1 started with a Holy Grail. So watch Pile 1. Right? Yeah, it was all their wounding, all their projections. Okay? But they blamed you for it. You were the problem. You were the problem. I don't react when people mention you. Okay? So I feel two things with that, right? I feel like this person is protecting you from other people. Okay? And two, if people are mentioning you, it looks like you are the talk about town. There's some kind of gossip that is going on in the inner circle about you. Okay? So you're no longer a secret. You're no longer a secret. It looks like you are being discussed. You are being talked about. You might even be the bone of contention in a relationship. So they don't react when people mention you, because they want to protect you and protect your image. What else does this person want you to know? I will wait for a sign from you. So this person feels like you don't want to have nothing to do with them right now. Okay, that you've turned your back, said your fuck yous, and have gone on your merry way to live your best life. This is what this person thinks. So they're waiting for a sign that will let them know that you're going to be receptive to anything that they have to say. So it could be that this sign might be an energetic sign, definitely, or they might be waiting for you to signal something in the 3D, definitely, but you have to do whatever you're guided to do. So if Spirit's telling you right now, just walk away, you just leave that. Spirit will give them an energetic sign when it is the appropriate time. What's this? The 3 of Swords. Yeah, they're in pain. They're in pain. I think the word is indeed grieving. Okay? Alright, so based on what we're seeing here, what's going to be the next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading? We have 14, it says Saras, and that's Temperance. We have the Gnostic Christ, the Magician. We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. All right, what do I get from this? I feel like this person's going to be going through some kind of purification, some kind of refining process. Okay, and that means they're going to be tempered by spirit. Okay, and we know we're tempered through the fire, right? So they're going to be going through a lot of challenges, but this is to bring them to this point, to the point of them being in Christ's energy, unconditional love. But this is also the Magician, so it's about self-mastery, mastering the self, and also accepting one's spirituality, one's divinity, and one's role in being the creator of one's destiny. Okay, so a lot of refinement going on. I think you're going to hear from this person. Look, we have the Knight of Swords, and it's going to be some very hard truths that they're going to speak. Might be harsh truths that they're going to speak, but they're coming to speak it because there's some lies or there's something that they've hidden from you that they want to tell you about. There's something that they've hidden from you that they want to tell you about, or there's some kind of a lie from the past that they want to clear up. You're going to hear from this person. Within a month's time, you are going to hear from this person. I think they're going to say their prayers before they open their mouth to come speak to you. But you are going to hear from this person. There's something that they want to clear up, that they want to get off their chest. All right. Now we have here Bridget. Don't back down when this person comes. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. So hold the line, hold and maintain your healthy boundaries. What's the message here? We have Swavati, the arts. Express yourself through creative activities. All right, what's Spirit saying? You continue to be you. Continue to be your best life. Continue to be your most authentic self. And one of the most authentic expressions of self is putting your creative projects out there. Because your creative projects is the force of energy of everything within you manifesting into the 3D. It's the purest expression of who you are, your creative projects. So whether it is a book, whether it's music, song, dance, whatever it is, or maybe even your art might be how you dress. Spirit says, put it out there. Put the truth of who you are out there. Okay? So that was your reading. I hope that was helpful. In the extended, we're going to go get messages from my main guy, Janice, and go into the Magic Calabash. So if you can join me, please do. Otherwise, thank you so much for everything. Take care. Bye. Hey, Pal 3, if you choose the Brady Tarot and this like topazy brooch, I still have the flower from there, the rose. This is going to be your reading. Okay, before we start, and we started with a hiccup from me. So maybe there was a hiccup in this connection. Some kind of hiccup. All right, let's see. We're going to get a significator for your person's energy towards you at this time. All right. Oh, look at this. Feeling a kind of Queen of Cups energy with this, right? And the baby, this is a Madonna. And maybe that's the reason why the rose from pile 2 was there. So pile 3, you're also going to watch pile 2, because this was the energy, not this card, but a very similar energy. The energy of the Madonna is what was underneath the deck. So this is how your person sees you. And I'm really getting a lot of Queen of Cups vibe. You're the Lady of the Moon, right? So you're mysterious. You could be a water sign. I always call pile 3 the Scorpio pile. But you could be you could be a Scorpio. You could be a water sign, or you have those permanently in your chart, but they see you as sexy, mysterious, psychic, but also the mother. Okay? The mother. Very nurturing, very intuitive. And they are rebelling against this mother energy right now. They're rebelling. They're rebelling against this energy because somehow your energy also reminds them of their mother, and they have a mother wound going on. So when they are resisting this connection, they're also rarely resisting this control the mother has over them. So sometimes when they are pushing you away, it's not really you. It's really the mother. Guys, be patient with me, because this reminds me of something that guy said on Instagram. And if you watch my other channel, I always tell people to go and follow this guy, Biamias. I think that's his name. 1 second. Now this is I think this was an old ass post that he had, so let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm not gonna waste your time. I'll pause this. I found it. Okay. So it says, men, the inability to commit to an intimate relationship is an unconscious attempt to break free the enmeshment we have with our mothers. I think, when did he post this? That's last year, October. Jeez. Right. With our mothers. Some men struggle to commit because what they perceive to be the suffocating nature of an intimate relationship is actually the suffocating reality of the relationship that they have with their mothers. So that kind of transference, that kind of happens. The mature masculine man knows that committing fully to a woman is actually an exercise of his own freedom, because now he's no longer a slave to pleasure, but free to live from the essence of who he is. When a man lacks commitment, he is scattered, directionless, unstable, and ungrounded. But when he honors his commitments, he feels focused, passionate, and free from his destructive desires. True freedom doesn't come from being able to do whatever you please. It comes from being able to commit yourself fully to the things that require you to live from your deepest heart. So I feel in the past, right, this person resisted this relationship because they felt like, and they have always equated relationships to being some sort of entrapment. So as much as they were drawn to this beautiful energy that you had, they also want to resist it because they also equated this attraction and this magnetism with also the enmeshment that they have with their mother figure. Lord. And we ain't even get the significator yet. All right, let's see. Let's pull out the significator. But I feel like we're dealing with someone who was intimacy avoidant, right? And we have 2 cards. All right, so what do we have here? We have all the yous. We have all the yous. This is how they see you. As all the yous, okay? They see you as the virgin in this white robe here. They see you as the temptress in that pink robe here. They see you as Madonna energy. But they also see you as someone who may have cut ties with their ass. Yeah. They see you as someone who has cut ties with them. Now, they may also see you as a witch, okay? For some of you, they think that you have done some kind of binding magic to them. Okay, we see, look what's going on here. They could see that, but the strongest emotion I'm getting is that you have cut ties with them because they see you as the sage. This is the last aspect, right? We have the virgin, we have the temptress, we have the mother, but they also see you as a sage, the wise woman. Okay? So spiritually adept. So they're seeing all shades of you. They've seen all shades of you. And there's a part of them that is magnetized to that. And there's also a part of them that is repelled by that. So we have someone who has a lot of internal conflict when it comes to feminine energy. Okay? Whether it is in a masculine or female body. They got issues. Okay? They got issues with feminine energy and in all its aspects. Okay? They got issues. But they have seen all of you. They have a holistic view of you, There's not a fantastical view of you. They have a very holistic view of who you are. They're attracted to that, but they're also very much repelled. But this is a kind of transference energy from their mother. All right, let's get in and let's see. Let's go deeper into their thoughts and feelings. So we're getting some kind of insight. This is someone who knows you, who's seen you. They see you, okay? They see you, they see all of you, and they are accepting. But there's also room from their mother that's causing a bit of resistance at this time. So let's have a look. right, so what do we have here? We have wealth, and it is the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is my dysfunctional family card. It is also my divorce card. It is also unhealthy ancestral patterns card. And Spirit saying this is the underlying energy of this reading. Okay, so a lot of what's happening in your relationship ain't got nothing to do with you, and it may even not have nothing to do with your person, but it's some ancestral patterns and ancestral dysfunction that are coming up for purging and healing. Okay, all right, let's have a look. Oh, we have the Sun in reverse. Oopsie. We have the 10 of Cups, and it says overflowing. Oh. We have the Star. This is beautiful energy, yeah? There's a lot of healing here. We have the Page of Swords, the Daughter of Arrows. We have the Chariot. Beautiful. Let's get one more card. All right, we got 2. So we have 7 in all. So more Chariot energy. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Some beautiful imagery on these cards. And she uses more often. We have the 5 of Cups, loss. What am I getting here, guys? Your person's grieving. They're grieving. They're grieving because they're still locked in a karmic cycle of some kind of dysfunctional ancestral patterns, whilst you seem to be moving on. Okay? They seem to be moving on. All right, so what's happening here? They're grossly unhappy. We started with the Sun in reverse. I remember the Sun is the most positive card in the deck, so when it's in reverse, it's just about the most negative card in the deck. And then we end with the 5 of Cups, which is one of the most sad cards, the saddest card in the minor arcana. So the saddest card in the major arcana, the saddest card in the minor arcana, your person is grieving, and they are grieving your loss. Now, for me, the Sun in reverse is also the overt narcissist. Okay, because Leo is already about narcissism. Okay, even when it's upright, right? Because Leo can be very self-centered in a kind of weird kind of way, even when it's upright, right? Even when it's in its highest aspect, Leo could think that, the world revolves around them just like people revolve around the sun, which is true, right? Because Leo has this beautiful magnetism and all that, right? So I feel like you are dealing with someone some strong narcissistic tendencies, okay? And these narcissistic tendencies, it looks like it really pushed you away. It really pushed you away. It got to a point where you had to choose, right? Maybe between your health and this person, your happiness and this person. But it looks like this person was kind of sucking the life and the joy out of you, okay? So they are the one that's grieving now. And they're grieving because they're just realizing just how important you are to them. Okay? Just how healing your energy was to them with that star, huh? Okay? How much you really nurtured them. They're now realizing that joy that they felt in their heart was very firmly connected to you. And now they think that they've lost you because they're stuck, okay? They're stuck in some serious patterns here, okay? I think I can pull a couple cards and see what kind of patterns we're talking about. They're absolutely stuck, okay? They don't know how to reach you. They don't know how to reach your heart right now. But they are spying on you. They are keeping an eye on you. They just don't know how to get back into your good graces, how to get you to trust them again, and how to release them from where they're at. Let's see what kind of karmic patterns they're stuck in. Underneath the deck, we have ritualistic abuse. All right, so we're dealing with someone who has some serious childhood wounds, okay? And most narcissists do. They aren't born narcissists, okay? Narcissism is a coping mechanism, a response to trauma and abuse, okay? So we have someone who was regularly, it says ritualistically, who was regularly abused, okay? And then what fell out? We have verbal abuse. So they're still stuck in the pain from the past. Woo. We have covenants with the dark. Okay, so besides actual abuse, 3D abuse, there's also some kind of understanding, some kind of contract that they may have with some kind of dark force entity. So we also have that kind of spiritual interference as well. And what else do we have here? And then we have some abandonment issues, okay? So we have some heavy energies. And then we also have suicidal ideation. All right, so this is really some heavy shit, guys. Okay? They are battling, what do they say? We're battling against principalities. Well, they're battling principalities. So it's not just an inner conflict, but there's also a spiritual conflict that is going on with this person. So there's some heavy energy. All right? This is nothing that they cannot handle. But in order for them to handle this, they have to commit to evolving and growing. And it looks like your departure, because I feel like there was some kind of departure by you here. Your departure or your detachment is necessary for this growth to take place. Because as long as you were their cushion, you were their barrier, okay? From the darkness, some of you kind of spiritually aware, so you might have been clearing this person and all of that. But now, just like a child that's growing up, they have to learn to be self-sufficient. So you have retreated from trying to mother them. Okay, you have retreated from trying to mother them. And you're allowing this person the room, the space to develop on their own so that they can progress and move forward. Because as much as you were helping them with your nurturing spirit, you were also handicapping and stymieing their growth. Okay? So they're still here in these karmic cycles, but Spirit's saying they're more than capable of handling this and finding a way out. Because they're a divine being just like you. They are more than capable. So they feel like you've moved on, okay? They are grieving this loss, but this loss is what's going to open them up to the healing that they need and the help that they need. Okay. All right, so that's what I'm getting here. So they're going through some things, and they have been through some things. Their narcissistic behaviors is nothing that they were born with. It's just a response to the trauma and the heaviness that they have had to face at a very early age and an early stage in their life. 1 second, let me just adjust my camera here. Sorry about that, guys. Oopsie, sorry. Alrighty. You can see? Nice. Alright. Let's get some 3D messages from your person. Messages from your person. After this, I'll look at their next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading, and we'll get some advice. And in the extended, I'm going to get a semi-trance message from my main guide, Janice, from your person. I'll get some more 3D messages, and then I'll go into Magic Calabash and see who else wants to come through with a message for you. But in the meantime, the timing just wasn't right for us. And this was the energy under the deck in pile 2 as well. So definitely watch pile 2. All right, so what we have here. I wish I could share my good news with... This came out in pile 2 too. But I think in the extended, because I told him a whole story about my ex fiance who forgot to tell me he was already married. So yeah, so this came out in the extended of pile 2. I can laugh at it now, but it was a very devastating moment in my life. Anyways, I wish I could share my good news with you. So, as they evolve and they grow, good things start happening. Okay, their vibration changes, so they're attracting a lot of good things into their life. And when good things happen to you, you want to share with the people that you love. So this person wants to share that with you. So many things remind me of you. So everywhere they look, they're reminded of you. They could see a street sign and think about you. They can hear a song and wish I could share that with pile 3. They would understand because they feel like you understand them. They feel like you have that connection. You understand them, they understand you, and that you would be happy for them. Because they feel like whatever's happened between you guys, you've always had their best intentions at heart, and that you would be happy. What else do they want you to know? I don't react when this came out in pile 2 also. I don't react when people mention you. So I feel like, this person, they're not letting other people into their circle of trust where you are concerned. They're keeping those things to themselves, okay? Because you are their vulnerability. So they're not giving anybody any ammunition. Okay, you are their vulnerability. So they don't react when people mention a name. And this also means that people are mentioning your name. So it means that you are a topic of conversation. Okay? You are a topic of conversation. So they don't react because they're protecting you. And they're also protecting themselves. I hide behind material things. I do think so. I think this person has very low self-esteem. And they've always propped themselves up with the things that they have. So they have a beautiful house, or they have a beautiful car, or they wear, name brands from head to toe because that is their armor, that is their shield. Okay, anytime you see anybody name brands from head to toe, that is their armor. Okay, I may not be anything, but I can afford to wear, bam, then I must be somebody. You understand? So that's all part of their armor, all part of their facade and mask. They do not want the world to see the real them. They want to see what they can afford. So based on what we're seeing here, guys, what can we expect? Will be this person's actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading? What can you expect? We have the Hanged Man. Nothing. Let's see if we get a progression. But it looks like they're just going to be kind of receiving all those downloads that they need. We have the King of Swords. All right. All right. All right. All right. So that's clarity. It's enlightenment. We have the Ten of Swords. Finality. I love this deck, Should use it more often. And then we have, it says the Mother of Roots. So we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there's a third party connected to your connection. Okay, so what are they going to be doing? Well, they're going to be pausing for a cause. Pause for a cause. Okay? I see them here in the hangman mode. They're going to try to figure out what's their next step. And they're going to get some guidance, some spiritual guidance as to what that next step is going to be. And the guidance that they're getting is that they have to speak their truth. They have to speak their truth to everybody. They have to tie up their loose ends. Bring finality to everything in their life. Okay? So anything or anyone that's not good for them, that's been holding them back, they're being guided to cut these people off, including some kind of gold digger energy or the spirit of materialism from their life. Because remember, they said here, I hide behind material things. Ain't nothing like material things more than, well, maybe the King of Pentacles in reverse. But the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, she's not backward herself. She loves the material things, right? She is the energy of avarice. Okay, it's never enough, right? It's never enough. So Spirit has guided them to bring an end to this, to a karmic energy that represents that spirit of avarice, and to the energy within themselves that is that spirit of avarice, that spirit of lack. That's what they're going to be guided to do. Tie up loose ends, speak their truth, set healthy boundaries. Okay? King of Swords, he's a master communicator. He's a diplomat. He is a diplomat. So whether it comes out in a rush, whether it comes out piecemeal, they're going to be speaking their truth to everyone. And you will get your dose too. So I do see there's communication. Might be a bit of a rough communication. I think when this person thinks about bringing this communication to you, their throat might close up just like mine. Just did right there. But they're going to be speaking. It's going to be a challenge for them, but they're going to be coming through with some sort of truth. Okay? All right, so let's have a look. This was the underlying energy for part 1. Wow, my throat is just closing up now. It says, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? And I think this is what this person is asking in this hangman's energy. What is my heart's true desire? And Spirit is also asking you to that. What is your truest desire? Because right now, you're in a space where anything is possible. We have independent. We have past. And it says your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So independence here is free from codependence, meaning that we're not having an attachment to anyone. We're not relying on anyone for validation. We have broken free from the karmic cycles that have kept us back. Whether it's karmic cycles with people, substances, energies, whatever it is, we have broken free. And Spirit saying this breaking free, okay, and not being attached to anything or anyone is a solid foundation for your success, because you are relying on you and the inner guidance that you are getting. Nobody can get you down because you have your own sense of self. You don't require validation from anybody else. Okay? All right, my love. So if you're able, you can join me in the extended where we're going to the semi-trance message from Janice, Magic Calabash, and so on. So you can do that. Hopefully my voice comes back. Right? If you're not able, thank you so much for everything that you do for this channel. Your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Definitely clicking on the ads, because readers do get a commission when you do interact with the ads. So if you're able to do that, please do. And do it for any reader that you enjoy, because it keeps us right there, right here, where we need to be, where we love, right here on YouTube. Okay? I'm a love. Take care.